Thanks for tuning in to YouSeeMe, focusing on the battle of self-love, acceptance, abuse, spirituality, and much more. Your host, Tina Wynn, will be sharing various ways and strategies that she used to overcome grief, addiction, and depression. YouSeeMe is a self-expressed term Tina uses as a way of making people see the real you. For people to see you, you must first see yourself.
Hi guys, welcome back to You See Me. I've been seeing you guys. You guys have been seeing me. Thank you. You guys continue to come see me. Join me on Facebook, Instagram, at Tina Wynn. On today's episode, I would like to discuss with you guys hidden agendas. Hidden agendas, also known as double standards. So I want to start by asking you guys, are you a straightforward person or do you have double standards, aka hidden agendas? And I want y'all to ponder on that for a moment, because a lot of times when we go into situations, we go into them with an agenda. And that's just a given. But are we going into it with an open agenda, or do we have a hidden agenda? Because if you have a hidden agenda, then you are a double standard person. So a double standard, as we all know, is when we want something done one way, then when it's done that way, you have a problem with the way it's done and want it done another way. So me being in health field, Tina, y'all see me, I run into that a lot with my clients. They want me to do things their way, but they don't actually want me to do it. They just are not capable of doing it themselves. So we see that a lot. Having a hidden agenda is when you say one thing when in fact you mean something else. You got to be true to yourself, guys. In order for this to work, you have to see other people and you have to see yourself. See, Quita used to have a lot of hidden agendas when it came to people. See, Quita always had her own unique way of seeing people. I knew how to use them, when to use them, where to use them, and what to use them for. I had an agenda. And it's not necessarily that the agenda was hidden, because y'all see me, I made my agenda known, but the people involved did not do it the way Quita wanted it to be done. So Quita had a double standard. See, hidden agendas and double standards are one and the same. You begin to play tug of war with self. One day you want one thing, then the next thing you want something else, then the next day you want something else, and you never, ever, ever give yourself an honest opportunity to make a definitive choice. Imagine going back and forth with your inner self, not being able to make up your own mind. See, that's what Quita went through. Quita and Tina went through that for a while. See, I remember I had this court case up in New York, right? And Tina was just so tired. Tina was tired. See, long before this process started, guys, I knew that this process was ending. I was tired. I was tired of ripping and running. I was tired of going to court. I was tired of having to plead my case. I was tired of trying to prove that I was not who people said I was. But I had a double standard, guys, because I was exactly who people said I was. I was still catching case after case. I was still showing up to court dirty. I would go boosting before I went to court so I could have money to get to court. Then because I knew I had to sit in court all day, I made sure I had extra money so that I could get high when I get up out of there, that I could get home, that I could eat. I wasn't even thinking of the consequences. I was going through lessons and not learning anything. I was not or capable of owning my own choices. I was angry at everybody but self. I never stopped and took a moment to realize that the choices, because they my choices, remember choices, guys. I never stopped and took the moment to realize that the choices that I was making was double standard and was leading me to every place that I was. In one note, I was tired, but in the next note, I was out there still hustling and boosting. In one note, I didn't want to go to program, but I kept showing up in there dirty. Choices. I was living a double standard life. I was not giving myself, let alone others, an open, honest opportunity to know Tina or to know Quita. I was in search of a quick fix. And most people are. Most people with double standards or who have alternative and hidden agendas are them quick fix people. They want quick fixes. They want quick fixes to quick problems, which gives quick results but no solutions. See, I got everything I wanted. I got in court, out of court. I got that quick money, that quick high. I had every single thing I wanted, but a solution to how to stop going around and around in the same circle with myself. Because wasn't nobody else putting me through it but self. See, when we turn this thing inward, we realize that everything in our life is a cause and effect of the things that we ourselves do. Imagine being mad at yourself for not wanting to own your own choices. They're your choices. You made them. I'm mad at myself because I chose to go in them people's store, take their stuff, get caught, and now I got to go to court. But I'm right back in that same store on my way to court. Are y'all following the insanity here? Because this is what people do to themselves. They make a choice, which leads to a next choice, but they never accepted the first choice. So we just running around making all of these choices, but we never stop to take ownership of none of them. That's not how life goes. We have to start owning the choices that we make. When we can reach a point in our lives when we can realize that everything that we do or say starts in our mind as a thought, we can make better choices because we'll start thinking better things. When you start owning the fact that it's yours, you start thinking better because you don't want to make choices. See, my thoughts was, oh, F them people, I'm going to do what I want. That was Quita's thoughts. But when Tina started realizing that by Quita thinking this way, kept leading her to places she didn't want to be, Tina started thinking better, and then Tina started acting better. Tina started speaking better. Tina started making better choices. I stopped having double standards. I stopped living a double life. I stopped wanting that quick fix. I wanted permanent solutions to permanent and temporary, sometimey situations. See, because the things in my life, they didn't have to be in my life if I made better choices. The people in my life didn't have to be in my life if I made better choices. See, we can't complain about the things that's going on in our life if we're inviting it into our life with our double standards and our hidden agendas. Things can only execute when you take action and put action to them. If we're not taking action and we're not putting action to anything, then things are dead. We are alive. We are alive for a reason, which means you got to feed yourself, you got to grow, and you have to sustain yourself, which means you got to make a choice for self. Do you choose you or you choose to be flip-floppy? Because I was that flip-floppy person. And being a Gemini, guys, y'all see me, it don't help. Having mental health, battling with drug addiction, none of those factors helps being a not double standard person, because your mind is always battling back and forth. So you have to be as honest. When you are honest with yourself, it only makes it easier to be honest with other people. See, let me tell you guys a story about a young lady. Now, I knew that this young lady didn't steal per se. She wasn't into the level of crimes that Quita was into. Let me say that. But Quita, having hidden agendas, persuaded this young lady anyhow to go along anyhow. And when things hit the fan, the things hit the fan, guys, Tina had to sit with the final solution to the situation, which was a statement being written against her, this person testifying in court against her. This person had put the entire thing on Tina's lap. And even though everything that was written in this statement was true, I did persuade this person. I did convince them to go when they didn't want to go. Quita was pissed off because you went along. That was your choice to go along. See, even though my words had persuasion on you, it was still your choice to go along, but it was my choice to persuade. See, everybody has to own the part that they play. So do I be mad at this person because they testified against me and I took the weight for the crime? No, I did my time, and me and that person, 20 years later, we still best of friends. Why? Because Tina is able to see why ruin this young lady's life for a choice that, yes, ultimately she made, but you guided her. You had a double standard. You had a hidden agenda. You didn't give this young lady an open, honest opportunity to make a choice. You made that choice for her. So now make the choice to fix it and own it. See, choices. We have to own our choices. Do not be a double standard person. A lot of us are in relationships because of hidden agendas. We need somebody to take care of us. Or we only friends with this person because we need something from them and because we can gain something from them. They're beneficial to us. See, this is why Quita used to have a lot of friends because Quita had double standards. They meant something to Quita. Quita had a hidden agenda. Either this person was my get high buddy, this person was my boosting buddy, this person was my shoulder I could cry on. If I want to get spiritual, this is the person I could go to. Then I had the intellectual bunch. This is the person I could get to go to a seminar with me. This person will watch a TED Talk with me. This person will go to school with me. Everybody in my life served a purpose. And in all honesty, guys, my audience, you guys serve a purpose. This is my outlet. The only way for me to see me is to see y'all. There is no hidden agenda here. My agenda is for me to see myself. And in order for me to see me, I got to see y'all. So that is my objective. There is no double standard. There is no hidden agenda. There is no ulterior motives here. I am giving my audience an open, honest, direct opportunity to know and to see Tina, to know and to see Quita, to let you guys know you don't have to hide behind shame. You don't have to hide behind guilt. You don't have to be down on yourself, embarrassed, none of that. Here I am, you see me. See yourself. A lot of us can't love ourselves because we too busy seeing all of our flaws. See your beauty, because everybody else is going to see you. So why can't you see yourself? Are you allowing people an honest opportunity to see you, or do you get a hidden agenda or double standard to them? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself, when is the last time that I presented myself as open and honest and raw to a person as possible? I'm not saying that you got to meet a person today and tell them your life story tomorrow. Absolutely not. See, but a lot of times we go into situations with people and we're walking on eggshells, or we're dealing with them based off of past hurts, past traumas, past situations. So we going into it with the leery eye, and we're not giving a clear vision to get to know or see that person. Are you taking steps forward or just walking in place? And what I mean by that is, I wasn't, Quita having double standards, I was not taking any steps forward. I was walking in place, guys. I had 7 addresses in a 5-mile radius of Yonkers, New York. 7, which means I was going around in a circle. And you see a lot of that in low-income neighborhoods. You moving from one slum apartment to the next slum apartment to the next slum apartment. And Quita decided, and Tina said, wait a minute, if you want better, you have to do better. You cannot complain about the same thing but keep moving to the same types of apartments. You keep complaining about your heat and your water and the mice and the roaches and the noise and the people. That's all you're going to get, because that's all that there is. You can move 100 more times, and guess what, Tina? You're going to still deal with the same situation, because that's what's on the table. If you want something different, you got to do something different. Remember a couple episodes back, it's like that pot of chicken. You searching for a steak in a pot full of chicken. It just ain't going to happen. In order to get steak, you got to put steak in. And I don't knock it. I don't judge it. I just wanted different. I had that all my life, and it wasn't enough for me anymore. I wanted more. I stopped having double standards and started making some definitive, honest, open decisions with no hidden agendas. Now when I meet people, I tell them. You know, I was talking to a co-worker of mine, and she said, girl, I don't see how they hired you, because you went in that interview, and when a lady asked you, do you have problems at work, you sat there and told her, yes, I do. I always have problems at work. And I said, you know why? Because why lie to this lady? When a problem arises, which it will, because y'all see me, y'all see Quita, and y'all see Tina, and I ain't too far removed, and I don't sit and pretend to be. See, I deliver this message to y'all where I'm at in life. I'm not adding to it. I'm not exaggerating it, and I'm not making people think I'm this holy, sanctified person. Am I saved? Yes, I am. Do I know my God and know who holds my hand? Yes. And the life I live is between me and him, and we have a clear understanding of who I am and who he is. I see him, he see me. And that's that for that. But I told this lady, yes, I always have an issue. I have an issue with people micromanaging me. I have an issue with, you know why? So that when it occurs, she cannot say, oh, well, Miss Wynn, you know, we thought you were a team player. And listen, lady. I told, there was no hidden agenda. I clearly told you, you hired me to do a job, let me do the job. I don't need people standing over my shoulders. I don't need people dictating. When you hired me, that's because I was qualified to do the job. Let me do what you hired me for. See, I give people a clear, concise communication. I make sure that before I end any conversation with someone, we are on the same page, we have eye contact, you understood me, I understood you, and there is no hidden agendas, and that everyone is on the same accord. Give people an honest opportunity to see you. Give yourself the honest opportunity to see yourself. Hidden agendas lead to hidden results. And that's it. Having double standards lead to having double solutions. And all you got is a bunch of solutions, and you're not fixing any situations. Stop being a double standard to yourself. Stop being a double standard to others. Don't be anyone's double standard. Don't be a double standard to yourself. Go out, see yourself, see others, lose the hidden agendas, and give other people and yourself an honest, open opportunity to see and to know self. Thank you guys for joining me. Join me again.